So morning guys, welcome to the channel. We had a great day's fishing yesterday. I'm paying the price today. I'm feeling my age, let me tell you. I just want to grab the phone actually. I want to look something up while I'm talking to you. What did we do yesterday? Yeah, well, we went to, myself and my great friend Brad, who does a lot of kayaking. We went to take the rubber ducky out. So we went up to a spot or whatever where we usually fish. Well, I don't often fish there, but Brad fishes there a lot. And we were told we couldn't launch or whatever. It's private slipway and it was golfers only. I said, well, you're welcome to it. So, I mean, honest to God, like, you can't launch on the slipway. Like, ridiculous carry on. But only in Waterford. So then we said, well, we'll go back downriver and we'll motor up, right? Now, I don't know what the weather was like where you were yesterday, but it wasn't great here yesterday. Now, we had some fairly heavy showers. It's only a small Hanwave T40 with a 9.9 Suzuki. So, I mean, we were fishing a dropping tide. Against the tide, I'd say she'd make 10 knots maybe. So we were in for a long spin, put it that way. But it just so happened anyway, when we got to the slipway we were launching from, I said to Brad, I said, that's such and such out in the river, why don't you give him a ring and see does he want to spin up, because he's got a proper boat. So anyway, it turns out he did. Ricky wanted to go up the river, so on we went up the river anyway. And long story short, we come around the corner onto the mark and the birds were everywhere. And we said, oh my God, this is going to be amazing. And we were right, it was just phenomenal. I think we had 3, if not 4 treble hookups. Like, now there was no huge fish, right? But they were all 50 to just under 60. And the action was just, I mean, non-stop, just boom, boom, boom. I mean, you could see just wave after wave of fish. Now, I don't usually fish there, so it turns out I didn't have the proper gear with me. I didn't have heavy enough jig heads. Really, you needed 30 grams to get down. The river runs that hard, like. But a couple of baits stood out. That there, the 7-inch sling shad from Megabass. Fished as well as I suspected it would fish in the right conditions. The 2 biggest fish I got were 58 and 59, and they both fell to that lure. The other lure that did extremely well was that the Megabass tinsel orange, both the 5 and 6-inch version. Absolutely hammered fish. I mean, just the minute it hit the bottom, bang. And then the usual suspects, the 1-up shad in pink was doing well. I mean, I didn't fish that many baits, to be honest with you. You didn't need to, like, but it was a case of kind of going through and looking for something that might pick out a bigger fish. And I was right. That fella there was the one. Now it comes, I have it in 3 colours in the shop, and I literally think I've sold 1 packet since I bought them. And it just goes to show you, like, lures, lads really do buy lures on how they look like. They think, oh, you know, da 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 da. But actually what's important is profile and action. And like, that just has, it's just got a smashing profile. And that forked tail in the current. So all you had to do was cast it upstream, tighten into it, and just lift, drop, and then bang, bang. Whoop. I have some I have some GoPro footage, but I don't know with the GoPros, like, it's almost impossible to use a GoPro and not blow the mark wide open or whatever. Do you know what I mean? And then the footage you get, if you don't blow the mark wide open, it's just, you know, a fish tumbling around the place before you stick it in the net or whatever. So it's not exactly that exciting, really. So I don't know about GoPros, but the jury is out on them, to be honest with you. I do have a new delivery of dark sleepers today from Megabass, and we got this little fella in. Look at that. Isn't that a thing of beauty? That is Corlazo or I guess I have the name wrong. I have to look it up for you. I look it up again afterwards. It'll be up on the site anyway. You'll find it under Dark Sleeper. But isn't that just beautiful? Let me get in focus. Get in focus. Look at that. That is just going to get the job done. So I have it in a range of weights and colours. I also got the usual suspects, the Donkos and the Mutsugoros. Got in some new feed poppers, which I think are absolutely smashing. They're going to be very hard to see. I don't want to take them out of the box because I don't need any more feed poppers. But just lovely dark back on them, blue side, really nice. So it just goes to show you yesterday, I mean, like, you're always learning, you know. Like, the two boys absolutely schooled me. Just because I just did not have enough weight to get myself down to the bottom, you know. And the fish were tight to the bottom. And if you can't get down to the fish, you know, and I tried all sorts. I tried to fish mid-water baits. I tried all sorts. They wouldn't come up. They just wanted it tight. The minute it was tight to the bottom, bang, fish on. So, but listen, nonetheless, an absolutely great day's fishing. The other thing that's come back into stock are the light and dark Waka Z claws. So the super realistic Z claws are back in stock today. I'm just about to put them up online. What else? Oh yeah, BKK armor points, BKK clips, and I think that's about it for today. Yeah, we've more stuff on the way though. So just a great day's fishing yesterday. Like, really enjoyed it. Totally touch fishing, like, you know, just letting the bait bounce down along the bottom, and just, you could, I mean, at times the sounder was just packed with fish. And if I had known, of course, I would have brought some slow jigs, some metal baits and stuff, some big slow jigs with me, and I probably would have. But the problem was you couldn't get through the smaller fish. Like, there were that many fish there that, you know, every time your bait hit the water, it was getting smashed by a 3-pound schoolie or whatever, and occasionally then you'd knock into something a bit better. I at one point hooked a fish that I initially thought was huge, and then it just kind of felt a bit funny, and I realised I was into a foul hook schoolie, like it was hooked sideways. But I mean, literally, it was gas, because I mean, the fish was 2 pounds, but it totally locked the rod up because it was side on in the current. So it goes to show you how hard the river runs here. But like, just to say, like, I can't understand why in Waterford there is no access to the river. I mean, if you're a Waterford person, you must feel the same way. Like we have an absolutely beautiful resource and no way to get at it. Like, it's just, the mind boggles. Like, you know, like you can't go 10 foot in Cork, but you're at a slipway. Do you know what I mean? But when it comes to Waterford, different story. Just can't be got. But anyway, such is the stuff of life. Other than that, nothing to report. Weather's been a bit crap. Like, conditions are not great for shore fishing. Really hoping that things improve next week as the tides start to build again. You know, we've had a good run of it so far this year. The spring fished really well. Yeah, so let's just fingers crossed and hope that conditions improve. I know I'm certainly going to be fishing now hard all the next week. you know, my fitness levels are coming right back up again. I'm well able to do back-to-back fishing again, thank God. Like, you know, because for a long time there I was barely able to get out of bed. So so that's it. Yeah, other than that, I'm just prepping for Canada. You know, it's only 4 weeks left now. So while I'm away, I'm just going to close the shop for 1 week and I'll open it the next week, with the understanding that any orders won't be posted until I get home or whatever. But I just can't wait to get over there. I mean, the fishing over there just looks amazing. Like, you know, I going to be fishing pretty much the same. I have bought one or two heavier rods, but I'm going to pretty much fish the tackle I fish here there, apart from beefing up the braid a bit and the fluoro a bit and stuff. Other than that, I'm pretty much going to fish over there what I fish here. You know, I'm absolutely sure that these guys are going to smash fish over there. Like, I mean, they're just made for it. So yeah, so that's it. Oh, I did get one other interesting thing in, especially for estuary fishermen. I got these little fellas. They're the little 3-inch Versa shads. I don't know if you can see them there. They're tiny little fellas. But when those pin sand eel are around and when the little fry are around, those on a batchy head, I'd say it'd be absolutely lethal. Yeah. So just looking for stuff, you know, outside the box or whatever. Just always looking for something new or a new way of fishing or a new way of approaching a piece of ground or whatever. And I saw those and I thought, Jesus, you know. Now it's mad that, like, they do a 3, a 5 and a 7, and the difference between the 3 and the 7 is just phenomenal. It's like, I don't know who makes the sizes on these baits, but I don't think they exactly always get it right. But anyway, other than that, I won't have the power slide in production before I get to Canada. Now it is coming along nicely. You can see it's a nice looking bait, right? There's no doubt it's already catching a few fish, right? But I just don't have the time. I mean, between trying to run the business and look after my own family life and all the rest of it, and do a bit of this YouTube and stuff, I just don't have the time. So I'm going to just put it on the long finger and have a think about things then when I get back from Canada or whatever. So that's it for today, guys. Nothing else to report, really. I mean, really just a super day's fishing, and great to see such a healthy stock of fish, you know. And no doubt there were some bigger fish there, but there was just so many fish there was no way to get at them. So if you're out fishing this weekend, tight lines, and drop us a message, let us know how you're doing, and thanks again for all your support. Tight lines, boys.